Allison. I'm a hardware engineer and I work from home full-time.
My name is Irving. I am a marketing professional at a marketing agency in Vancouver. Our first home together was a 2-bedroom, 2-washroom apartment in Brentwood that we bought in 2013.
Yeah, 2013. And when we were looking, we were focused on the Brentwood neighborhood because we knew we really wanted to live there. And we looked at a whole bunch of apartments in that area, and then we landed on new construction. So we actually bought our first home in a pre-sale. We dumped our entire savings into our down payment, and we got help from our parents. So even in 2013, when the market was really different, it would have still been almost impossible to buy a new home. Because we bought our home when we were 24 and 25 years old. We had barely started working, so yeah, that's how we came up with our down payment.
So we moved into this duplex during the pandemic. We realized that with work shifting to more home base, we realized that we needed more space. Also, we had added a dog to our family, so we realized that it was time to increase our living space.
So during the pandemic, my brother was living with us, and I had shifted to a work from home model. So my office was in the corner of the living room, and it got to the point where it was just impossible to be productive in my living room. So it was definitely time to move.
You coming? You coming?
Because it was more affordable, and then we quickly realized that maybe we wanted to get out of the strata situation. So then we started looking into single family homes, and then we very quickly realized that it would be way out of our budget because we're very location driven in our home search, and there were neighborhoods we knew we wanted to live in. We really wanted to live in Vancouver. And it's so hard to find a single family home in Vancouver for under $2 million even. So then we realized that there was a whole catalog of duplexes that we weren't even looking at. And we realized that, living in a duplex is no different than living in a townhouse. And if we were going to be okay living in a townhouse, why not try duplexes? And that's kind of how we landed here.
I think the main difference between the townhouse and the duplex is the amount of units. Townhouse complexes often have multiple units, while a duplex you're only sharing a wall with one other neighbor. And I think the other main difference is there's no strata. The only shared cost is the outside insurance of the home between you and your neighbor. But other than that, it's very similar to having a single family detached home. I also think there are more duplexes being built now, especially in the Vancouver area by developers, especially in areas where zoning, you can't have apartment buildings. I think for best banker, but for developers, they're shifting more to duplexes as well.
Well, first of all, it's the peace of mind that everything is brand new and nobody has touched anything, which is what we really loved. And also our experience with this duplex, because we finalized our purchase before this was built. Like the structure was built, but none of the finishings had been put in. So the draw for us to sign the contract was the builders let us choose a lot of the finishings. We had to work really close with our mortgage broker. We didn't use a mortgage broker to purchase our first home. So we thought we could do it just ourselves with the bank the second time, but that was not the case. So actually our mortgage broker, he just did a lot. It was a black box to us essentially. So he spoke with the various lenders and showed them our finances, and somehow we were able to make it work.
My favorite thing about the house is probably the neighborhood where we're located. I really like that we're in a really residential part of the city. where we're able to go to the park, walk our dog, and it's quiet. So that's my favorite part.
I love the added space.
The structure was created, and there were floor plans, but we also talked to our realtor to ask the developers to provide some examples of previous jobs that were done, just to have a better peace of mind going into the buying process. Save your money.
Yeah. Duplexes are great. I would highly recommend living in a duplex. We lucked out tremendously with having great neighbors.
I think it's a good compromise if you're in between trying to upgrade from a condo or an apartment to a townhouse or detached single home. It's a good compromise to look into duplexes as well.
A good stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
My husband wants to see the gym. Let's go see the gym.
So this is our home gym.
How did you get all this stuff up here?
Well, thankfully, nothing was assembled, so we just brought it all up and assembled it up here.
Nice. You can see all the mountains.
I know. It's
Amazing. I have to see this.